Hey y'all, I am back with another video, back with another video, back with another video, yo. Hey, so today's video is all about questions and answers. Questions and answers. What I did was, I went on Twitter, you guys, and I told you guys to please leave me some questions so that I could answer them in regards to my, I guess you could say a little over 1 month YouTube milestone. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions in regards to my 1 month YouTube milestone, and nobody did. Nobody. Oh, I cracked myself all to pieces. Nobody. I'm not surprised because nobody knows me, and that's fine. Yet. Nobody knows me yet, okay? So what your girl did was I asked myself some questions, okay? I don't need you to ask my questions. I can ask myself some questions, okay? So, this is a Q&A from me to me, okay? So I'm gonna read you guys the questions that I wrote down. And what I did was I actually pretended, or I sat back and I said, well, what questions would you want to ask somebody? You know, very specific questions would you want to ask someone who is really trying to grow their channel, really wants the support, really wants to support. So what would you ask them? What questions would you ask? And I'm going to tell you guys those questions now. But first, I'm eating some macaroni and cheese, but I'm trying to hurry up and eat it when my son gets home because you got his, not mine. And I put 2 in the pack. I put 2 in here because I'm a grown up. Okay. And you see what you do is you take this, right? You put half the pack of the cheese that they give you. And then you sprinkle in some shredded cheese, right? And you put a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of milk. You stir that all together. And boom. I mean, I probably might as well just made a real batch of macaroni, but this was faster, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into these questions. Now, if you guys have questions for me, like for real on a serious tip, if you have some questions for me, then go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And if there are other questions that you might want to ask, or other good questions you could think of that I could learn from, please leave them in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, okay? So these questions that I have, I've been on YouTube now for about a little over 40, well, maybe about 40 days, give or take a couple days, about 40 days. And I think right now I am right at 150, like 155 subscribers, okay? Well, 156. I don't know if this is right because sometimes this thing is just inaccurate. But I don't know if 156 subscribers is a lot of subscribers in 40 days. I have no idea. But even still, I'm going to answer some of these questions for you guys, okay? And of course, my answers are not just going to answer because when do I stop talking? Never. Okay, so how do you feel about lives? Well, I did one today. And yeah. And something happened. I ended the live and then it didn't go anywhere. The screen turned black. Then I tried to end it again and I hit end stream 3 different times, but it wouldn't go anywhere. So then I closed the browser and logged out and I logged back in. And now it says that I'm still live, but I'm not because I'm right here recording this video. It says that I'm still live, but I don't know how to stop it. If I go to my the link to hit go live, it'll give me the dashboard for that same live, but it won't even allow me to go live right now. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, how do you feel about lives? I think that they are a phenomenal way to get to know the content creator. I do. I think that that is maybe what they were aiming for, and I think it was a grand idea. I do, however, notice a lot of channels that have nothing but lives. And I guess maybe that's what you maybe do that on purpose. Maybe that's your thing, to just go live. But I think that what happens is that when people go live, you stay on live a lot longer than a video would be. And a lot of people can't necessarily take the time out to go back over the live later, especially considering the fact that now you're going live again, and so the replays are there, and so it's kind of hard to go back and watch those. But I think people still get their watch time. If I'm not mistaken, you get like a lot more watch time from lives. I love the fact though that you can have and create a genuine bond. You can learn more about the content creator. You get to talk one-on-one with the content creator. It's basically like spending time together. So I think that they are awesome. I get on them things and I just start to going. Okay. Sometimes I don't even look at the comments. Okay. But I get to going and I'm just like the Energizer Bunny, get to going and I can't stop. But I love the lives. I love the interaction. I just want to make sure I don't get sucked into a black hole of just doing lives and no videos, because I have seen channels where they had a lot of videos and then they started doing lives and now that's all they do are lives. If that's what you're trying to do, cool. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to do lives as well as give out content, informational stuff. I want to help somebody. And, I don't also also I see a lot of folks that do lives and they do it for channel growth and channel building. But that's all I see on some pages as well. Like, come on, let's grow, let's grow, let's grow. And that's all you see. And I don't want to get sucked into that. I don't want to do that. No. But as far as the lives, I think the concept of it is awesome. I think it was a phenomenal idea to add lives to YouTube. It gives people a chance to genuinely choose whether or not they want to follow you or allow you into their personal space. You know what I mean? And you get to know them a little bit better. So I think that's all right. Let's see. The next question that I asked myself was, oh, and could you guys also answer these same questions? Okay. What is your end game? Or is YouTube your end game? The answer is no. YouTube is not my end game. Okay? Because I really got on YouTube for a very specific reason. When I decided I wanted to start pursuing my goals and my dreams and being serious about it, the one thing that someone told me was to treat things that you're scared to try or start, treat them like a project, treat it like an experiment. Come up with a hypothesis and a goal and, all of the things that would be in an experiment. That way, or like a project, that way, if it doesn't work out, then, it's just that wasn't for me. I tried, it wasn't for me. Oh, let me work on this project. If you think of, even though that's what it is, if you think of it that way, it's a little bit easier than thinking, okay, I got to do this for my livelihood or I'm going to die. First of all, you need to have more faith in that in yourself, okay? But look at it like a project or something like that. And that's how I decided to look at this. This is a project for me to see if, let's see, I done bit my jaw. What's that about? Anyway, I said, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can elevate myself, build up my resiliency, step out of my comfort zone. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can really permit myself to do this. And then I wanted to see if it would help my confidence. So I'm like, okay, other people have said it's helped their confidence. Let me try it out and see if it helps mine. So YouTube is really a foundation. It's a platform that I appreciate. I so appreciate this YouTube platform. But it's actually a foundation for something more. What I want to do is motivate, inspire, transform, and that's what I'm about. And so if this is where I need to start so that I can do that, so I can promote motivation, inspiration, transformation here in a book, in an interview, whatever the case may be, if I can promote that and if I can share and spread my light and my joy in other areas because I've built a strong foundation here, this allows people to get to know me. from the inside out. And so I expect my support to be genuine and sincere. So YouTube is not, it's not my end game. I can't tell you my end game, but I can tell you that YouTube is not it. Okay. I can do YouTube until they get rid of it or until they take it away, because if you rock with me, you rock with me because you like me. So I'm not even worried about somebody leaving because I changed. The only change I'm trying to make is elevate, to level up. If you're not with that, then you're not my people. So I feel like at all times I'm gonna have my people. So I'm not tripping, okay? But no, this is not my end game. I got books I want to write. You know what I mean? I got a movie I want to write. It's a lot of things I want to do. If you could change anything about YouTube, what would it be? I didn't even think about this question either. I just wrote it down. If you could change anything about YouTube, what would it be? Hmm. Hmm. Uh, Maybe it would be, I don't know. I don't know what I would change about YouTube. I honestly don't. It may be something that I haven't experienced yet that I don't like, but so far, I really can't complain. I've gotten a chance to meet new people, and I'm fascinated by people, and I love meeting new people, so that's already a plus for me. Um, I've been, making connections and interacting with people. This is a free platform where I can express myself the way that I so choose to do so. Um, it's building my confidence. I don't really have a bad thing to say about it. I mean, is there anything you would change about it? I'm not quite sure. I know there have been a lot of changes that have been made with community guidelines and with I guess some of the policies, but I obviously I'm not very familiar with the changes because it's not necessarily a change for me. A lot of these things were implemented before I started or right before I started. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything that I would necessarily change. If I could, either that or I haven't experienced it yet, but we'll see. Oh, I know. There is one thing I would change. I lied to you. Yes, it is. I wish you could you know when somebody blocks you, you can still see their content, but you can't comment on anything. There should be a way that you can block somebody altogether where they can't even send you negative energy even through the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want this person anywhere around me. I don't want them. Maybe they need you, but I don't want them around me in my space. I don't even want to e-connect. Okay, I don't even want to e-connect to these people. I don't want their energy. Don't even give it to me. Period. That's probably the only thing that I would change that I could think of right now. Next question that I asked myself, since y'all don't want to ask. How do you feel about love for a love? Y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Love for a love. I'll be honest with you. As far as love for a love is concerned, um, I said this in another video. I don't necessarily know how you feel about it, but I think that everything can make or break you. Okay? If you do that and your numbers build up, cool, because you can now be monetized. I get it. But um, how long if you get your numbers up that quickly, when you do things in such a fast manner and you don't really do the work, the grunt work, sometimes those things don't really last. And I don't want someone to fall in love with the experience of me, quote unquote, supporting you and you, quote unquote, supporting me. So now we cool because we both decided to, no, no, no. I want genuine subscribers. I want genuine support. I want people to come to me and they decide they want to stay around because of me. I don't want it to be because of numbers. I don't want it to be because of fame or money. Love me now while I'm broke, okay? Because your girl's not going to be broke forever. You understand? So go ahead and fall in love with me now from the inside out while I'm broke. That way you have nothing else to fall in love with, okay? Okay? And then that'll let me know that when I prosper, that your love is genuine, okay? From the inside out love. And don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid. I know that stuff will change. You know, people change right along with you. I get it. I understand. But I just don't, I'm not, if people come in and support me or subscribe to me, I go look at their channel. But I'm not lying and say that I subscribe to everybody. I do not. I absolutely do not. If it's not something that I would watch, I don't even have to be necessarily interested in it before I meet you, because I've watched a guy who scratches off does scratch offs, and I was never interested in that. Never even knew that was something. Okay, but I watch. It's kind of interesting, you know. I watch it and I get excited with him. Like I get an adrenaline rush with him. I want him to win. I want him to get all the money. Okay, so it doesn't mean I won't go watch or go look. But if it's someone got a page with talking with diarrhea noises and poop noises and stuff, I'm no. And if you choose to unsubscribe from me, sir, I'm fine with that. I am. But no, I just don't think, sometimes I don't think it's genuine. You know what I mean? Getting your numbers up real fast, that's to me like getting your money up real fast. Like, you know what I mean? Where is the resiliency? Are you going to be able to handle all the, you know what I mean? Like, where, I just don't. I'm not a fan of it, I will say, okay? I'll go check you out if you check me out. If you ask me to check you out, I will. But I won't make any promises and say I'm going to subscribe to you. And it's a 50-50. 50-50. Okay? If it's a bunch of foolishness, if it's giving me negative energy, I'm not doing it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So that's how I feel about that. I don't knock anybody else that does it though. I mean, get your numbers up. I'm not mad at you. Next question I asked myself, what other small YouTubers do you like? Now, this is not to say that these are all the small YouTubers that I like. Because, oh, wait. Wait, go back. Back up. Another thing when it comes to the love for a love, if you are a serious about growing your channel, you have to also realize that everybody else is also serious about growing their channel. So at some point, you got to step outside of YouTube and find support that just viewers. Because if everyone's trying to grow, there's no possible way we can all watch each other's videos all the time forever. That's impossible. At some point, we probably will be so busy that we won't even be able to watch YouTube. Okay, so understand that. Okay, now let's go back to the some small YouTubers that I like. I like Chocolate Bunny. I like, and I might forget some people. I'm just naming some. I like Passion as a Verb. I like let's see, my memory is terrible. I like IB Jackie Nicole. I like, well, right now it's ASMR Renee, but I like Miss Relentless Renee. I like, oh gosh, there are some families that I like. I can't think of the names. The Lion and the Goddess. I like their channel. I like, oh, guys, help me here, please. So many. I cannot remember everybody. I cannot. It's so many. I love, there are so many. China Baby. I'm trying to think. You guys hold me down. You hold me down. You hold me down. Let me see. Cali, is it Cali Girl? How do you, I can't remember everybody, y'all, but there are so many. I promise. If I didn't say your name, listen, I love you from the inside out. Please don't be mad at me, okay? But there are a whole bunch that I like. It's a lot. It's a whole bunch. I just can't remember them all now, but it's a lot. All right, so my favorite one though is me. No, I'm kidding. Swiss Dad, okay? I'm my favorite. But last but not least, okay, the last question I asked myself, if you could give one piece of advice to upcoming YouTubers, you know, people that might be starting at one. Oh boy, I cracked myself. Oh, 2 pieces. If you could give one piece of advice, what would it be? Listen, the one, the only, the most important piece of advice that I could possibly give you is to be yourself. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Okay? Be yourself. The reason I was scared to start YouTube is because I did not like who I was. Okay? I didn't like who I was because I didn't know who I was. When the Lord showed me who I really was, what I was really capable of, how much I was really, really worth, and the fact that there's nothing I can do about it, you can't recreate something God already created. So trying to be something that I'm not, trying to be something that you are not, will drive you completely insane. Do you understand me? Trying to be something that you are not will drive you completely insane. You better learn from some other people's mistakes. You better look at some of these bigger YouTubers that are no longer around. You better look at some of these channels that put out inappropriate content. You better look at some of these family channels that got child services called on them. You better do your research. Make sure what you're doing is you doing the right thing, and make sure you are being yourself. Don't get on YouTube trying to put on, okay? Don't get on YouTube with some other image you've created for YouTube. Do not do that. Don't get on here trying to give people an experience and trying to make somebody fall in love with you real quick, trying to go viral or make, you know what I mean? And people don't even know who you are. That should not be your motivation. Do you understand me? Be yourself. People will fall in love with you from the inside out as long as you are yourself, okay? All right? All right. So, anyway, yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do what is your favorite thing about YouTube? I think I said because it was free. I get to be myself. I think I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I asked 7 questions to myself, and those were the 7 questions that I asked today, okay? So, I need you to answer all of these questions in the comments. I also need you to like this video. I also need for you to subscribe if you have not. I also need for you to hit the bell if you have not, so that you can be notified when it's time to get lit. All right? And so what else do I want to say? Aside from that, I think that's it. Aside from that, uh, uh, I love you from the inside out. Hey, I love you from the inside out. Hey, I love you from the inside out. Hey, I love you from the inside out. And I'm out.